Hey YouTube, what's going on? I got a pure Lightsworn deck for us today, and it is my friend Sebastian Aldana's. We basically created this deck ourselves. We He told me to make him a Lightsworn deck, and I made him a Lightsworn deck. He took a lot of cards out and added a lot of new ones, and then it just kept going on like that. I took a lot of cards out, and then he put a lot of cards in. He took a lot of cards out, and then we have this. It's a pretty solid deck. It's pretty good. I'm pretty happy with it. It has its questions here and there because you're just like, oh man, that Lightsworn deck runs what? And then you're just like, oh. But it all makes sense in the end because it's a really good pure Lightsworn deck. This isn't a Chaos Lightsworn or Dragon Lightsworn or anything else. This is all revolving around Judgment Dragon. Now, let's get started. I think the deck is 42 cards. I'd rather it 40, but he wants to have those extra 2 cards in. And it's really late, so I'm going to try to speed through this because it's like midnight. 3 Judgment Dragons, boss card. Why 3's obvious. 1 Dragoneth. You're probably questioning Dragoneth. I actually wanted to take him out, but he is really good. He uses this on me all the time, and it really does get me. That attack boost of 300 for each Lightsworn is really, really good. Easily beats my Grapha any day. 2 Celestias. I don't see why we would run 3, because it's a dead draw, and you really don't need Celestia's effect that much. Although it is really, really good. 3 Wolves. A lot of people don't run 3 Wolves, but I do, or we do, because this deck is constantly milling. Wolf is also good for Solar Recharge, if it's ever in your hand, Monster Reincarnation, any of that, and we do run those with this deck. 3 Lilas. Everyone knows why. It's just a instant MST, and it gives you that milling power with 1700 attack, which is really good. Jane. I don't see why would you run 3. You only have so many beaters in this deck, and you you want to keep it diverse. So when you mill, you want to get different Lightsworns in your graveyard, not the same ones for Judgment Dragon. 2 Errands. I don't run 3 because you only run into so many defense position monsters. 2 Luminas, because it's semi-limited, and you're probably going to question this one. Arcus. I don't like Arcus at all, but he wants to run this, and it's really good. I mean, it basically makes Grapha's effect poop. I mean, I can't do anything. I can't target any of his monsters. I would have to attack Arcus or do something, because Arcus is a problem. But, whatever. 3 Raikos, for everyone knows why. It's really good. We're exiting the Lightsworns. We're actually going into the other monsters that this deck runs. Light Ray Daedalus. This is an excellent card for Lightsworns because it's really, really easy to summon. Just gotta have 4 or more light monsters in the graveyard. That is so easy to do with Lightsworns because they're constantly milling. And if you ever have that field spell in the field, like Gates or Dragon's Ravine or anything else that'll really annoy you, Fusion Gate, you could use this effect and kill 2 other cards. It's amazing. 1 Honest, in case you run into those problems. All Lightsworns are lights. Why not run Honest? Phantom of Chaos. Now, Phantom of Chaos is really good for this deck in case you mill your JDs, and that really does suck. Now, Phantom of Chaos lets you, it basically turns into Judgment Dragon for that turn. You just have to banish it, and that's why we run Phantom of Chaos. We used to run 2, but now we only run 1 because 2 was just a dead draw, and we really wouldn't mill Judgment Dragon that much. 2 Card Troopers, because this deck already has a lot of milling power and draw power. You don't really need any more than 2 Card Troopers. and 2 Necro Gardenas. It's really good for that defense because you're constantly milling and it just goes in your graveyard instantly. Now we're done with the monsters. Now we'll hit the spells. 1 charge of the Light Brigade because it's limited. 3 solar recharges. Now, as you can see, 2 of them are proxied because this idiot that made the deck decided to trade all of his solar recharges. And yes, one of them was ultimate rare. And yes, he got ripped off. He got ripped off really badly. I think he traded, what, Shark Drake for your ultimate rare solar recharge? I almost threw up all over him. Okay. Yeah, that's the solar recharge story. 2 monster reincarnations, because in case you were to mill JD, that's all. Monster reincarnation's always helpful. Easily get back, and if you ever have Wolf in your hand, just discard Wolf. Very helpful. Foolish Burial. Now, Foolish Burial, you'll probably like, what? But Foolish Burial actually works great with Wolf because it's instantly special summoned from your deck. I mean, it's fantastic. Swords, in case you really mill all your JDs, it's that nice line of defense. It's very nice. Heavy Storm, because this deck doesn't run many traps or continuous spells. And if you don't want to use JD's effect to pay 1,000, this is really helpful. And a Photon Lead. Now, I really don't want to run Photon Lead, but he says it helps a lot. I mean, if you were to have Wolf in your hand and you don't want it in your hand, I could see where this card would help you. 2 localized tornadoes, in case you were to ever, like, you're about to deck out and, like, you have no hand, your JDs are in the graveyard. This is very helpful. This is a good ray of hope in case you're about to deck out. In case the deck actually dragged the match, the game actually dragged out that long. And we run 1 Solemn Warning. Just because we can. And that is the Lightsworn. That is the pure Lightsworns. There's no XZs, because I feel like if we were to add XZs or Synchros, I feel like the objective of this deck would kind of lose the center of Judgment Dragon, and we kind of focus off and try to get those XZs out instead of summoning Judgment Dragon. I really don't want that, because Judgment Dragon is an amazing card with 3,000 attack and his awesome effect, and he's super easy to get out on the field. So I really don't want to add XZs or Synchros into this because it'll really throw it off. I mean, it's not like Lightsworn swarm the field like really well. I mean, it takes time. I mean, you can swarm the field if you really tried with Wolf and Lumina, but that's about it. And that is the pure Lightsworn deck. What do you guys think about it? What do you think it could need? What do you think we should take out? That's about it. Like, subscribe, comment. Thanks for watching.